Before next week rolls around and releases the much needed Zardin alt that may very well end up causing me to dump my entire wallet into Cygame's bank account, I think it's a good idea to take a step back and have a look at the original 3-star Zardin before he becomes completely outclassed by the better version of himself. Zardin, the Hopeless Narcissist, is a 3-star water sword who has been around since the game's launch. Although, if you've summoned him, you've probably noticed him already. Just look at that beautiful, gorgeous armor. Malcolm might make it strong, but Zardin has hands down the prettiest armor in the world of Dragalia Lost, and he comes with the added benefit of covering his face with a mirror all the time so you don't actually have to talk to him, as his title doesn't lie and he is indeed a hopeless narcissist. As you play Zardin, it's best practice to make sure everyone else around notices your amazing grace. While AI companions will mindlessly follow you around, in multiplayer, the new sticker "On Me" is a great way to remind others where their eyes should be. As should be obvious enough, any random person the prince invited into the Halidom has at least some merit in combat, and Zardin is surprisingly not an exception to this rule. He comes with 2 attacking skills, probably because he's too busy gazing at his face to do anything more complicated. His first skill is Zardin Blade, which hits enemies directly ahead, and his second skill is Zardin's Wrath, which does the same thing but reaches further. Like any sword, Zardin's co-ability is Dragon Haste, but remember that his dragon form doesn't sport his beautiful armor, so use it carefully. Zardin also really hates when something scratches him, and as such becomes an enraged monster in such condition. However, the devs programmed this backwards, and as such his first ability actually causes him to lose strength when he's not at full HP. This makes him a harder pick for endgame content like Hilda, since even though he gets access to 75% burn res at 5-star and even 50% at 4-star, adventurers who challenge her take a lot of damage. Since Zardin likes to be at his best, the 4-star water sword Mercurius is a good choice for him since it has a healing skill. But since I just crafted the 5-star sword Untitled, and this is a Zardin video, I'm going to show that off instead. And since the developers also forgot to put Zardin's face and armor on any worm prints up to this point, we might as well pick some other flashy ones. But remember, as soon as they add one, it goes on Zardin without question. Shining Overlord is a good choice, specifically once it's at least twice unbound. Additionally, the Fire Emblem event print, Bonds Between Worlds, is also pretty flashy and lowers the HP threshold for extra strength. That isn't to say that Zardin shouldn't always be at his best, because then he'll be even better. You shouldn't be spending too much time with dragons, since as I mentioned you can't see Zardin in all his beauty when he's in dragon form. The closest we can get is Lindworm, who is also a rather stunning dragon, or Rock, who is literally stunning. But if you need a break from all the beauty, the less than visually stellar Vojanoi is at least functional as a strength dragon. Just remember to minimize the trust with the equipped dragon so that you can see Zardin again sooner. Getting hit is not an ideal strategy for accomplishing that goal. For teammates, do not put Xander on the team. Even if you have several water swords like I do, Xander will try to hog the spotlight. Jacob is a good pick, as he's the quiet type. Dorota also likes to hang in the shadows and doesn't run the risk of drawing attention. And for a healer, since Ricard is too shy to notice Zardin's beauty, and I don't know anything about Thaniel because he's still lost in the summoning pool, I'm just going to have to recommend Estelle, as she comes with a lot of heals and I'm totally biased. In summary, Zardin is a good DPS unit. He's a viable option for Hilda, but there are better ones. But there's no better choice for showing off than the pretty boy himself. I mean the new light blade. This 3-star one is getting thrown out in a week.